Hi Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. It's so good to have you here. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. You guys know here we do check-ins every so often. I try to get readings done every couple of days just to keep you guys abreast of the energy. Thank you so much, Pisces, for the love and support that you showed me on my very last video. I was getting really worried that the message was not getting out to the right people. Spirit quickly told me it is. I'm very thankful for all the new faces that are here. If you do have any interest in connecting with me outside of YouTube, I have links in my description box that will take you to book 101 readings with me, pre-recorded readings, as well as getting connected with me on Instagram. So check that out along with timestamps. And let's get into the energy that you need to tap into today, Pisces, for the highest and greatest good of the collective. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Oh, that was a little sloppy. I'm going to pull 4 cards for you. I kind of shuffled these a little weird so they're a little stiff, but 4 cards for Pisces. We have wisdom, be open. Two more, please, Spirit. Keep going. And persona. All right. So Pisces, first we have wisdom. We have be open. We have keep going. And we have persona. This is so interesting. So the energy I'm getting immediately with this is you are going through a profound period of transition about who you know yourself to be, where you fit into this world, how you will approach life, maybe even how you attach significators to who you are, personal beliefs, personal ideas, thoughts, processes, a lot of shifting. And so a lot of you are going through periods of time right now where you're being taught deep lessons of the universe, practical lessons like learning how to read tarot, learning more about astrology, maybe even diving deeper into esoteric topics or topics about the transition to the new earth, learning deeply about spirituality, the afterlife. All of those kind of topics are coming through with this wisdom card. And I know that this isn't an oyster, it's a clam, I believe. But I just hear Spirit say the world is your oyster. So just soak up the information, the wisdom, the knowledge that the people that are being put in your life and the experiences that you're going through. Really open to what that means. Because there's a lot of information that you're downloading at this time. And it's all coming through life experiences, teachers, things of that nature. And it's helping you to really transcend your idea about who you are, who you were, the labels, again, persona. I see some of you being open to new ideas around love, what that means for you. So just being a lot more receptive to the world. Maybe you grew up in a family that limited your view of the world. I know a lot of people that I've grown up with over the years have really walked away from like spiritual practices and conservative ways of living, possibly left different religious groups, religious backgrounds, things like that. And so Spirit says you're on this trajectory right now to learning a whole lot about yourself, a whole lot about the world, what it means to exist. And it can at sometimes be a bit lonesome, or you may feel a bit trapped because there's not a lot of people who are on this path that you're on. And it's a winding path that seemingly has like no end in sight. Like, where are you going? How are you going to really fit into the confines of the world because your ideas are so out there, so big, so lofty. You know, Pisces, we're dreamers. Spirit doesn't want you to lose that childlike wonder, though. Spirit wants you to dive deeper into what your child, that inner child, wants, because your creativity, your wisdom, how you identify yourself, who you are to become. There's infinite possibilities. There's so much growth, creativity. There's multiple versions of you. As you look at this card, you can kind of see there's different facets of the face. But we are all ultimately stardust, right? So I see you really magnifying certain parts of your life and looking deeply into things, and also really like having this like pulled away version of you understanding who you are as well. It's like you see how small you are in the universe, but also how big of an impact you can have at this time. So really interesting energy, Pisces, but I just really feel like this is you understanding, wow, there's more to life. This is the ascension energy. This is, I get the 5D. This is, I am more than the meat suit, you know, that kind of energy. And don't give up on yourself, because your light is needed at this time as we transition through this 3D wall and into a more, you know, benevolent life where there is more beauty and where people see beyond the constructs that this world and this program, you know, has put on so many of us. So let's pull some tarot and see what Spirit has to say about all of this. We'll pull 10 cards for you. We have the 3 of Wands, and I'll go over what they entail. You have the Knight of Swords. Ooh. You have the Star. Beautiful energy so far. Ace of Cups. 5 of Cups. You have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I love that. And each of these cards is being pulled out like a Celtic cross spread. So I'll go over what they all mean once everything is pulled out. Okay, beautiful. Hopes and fears. We have the King of Cups in reverse. And last is our outcome card. King of Swords. All right, this is beautiful. Okay, just like we said, we have here our 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, signifying to me that the old constructs, the old ways of being, the old ideals that you had, the way that you were living your life, the trajectory of where your life was going, you changed it. This card says change, shift. The 8 of Cups is about walking away from old emotional ties, constructs, ways of living, ways of loving, ways of being, and deciding for yourself that you want more. Deciding for yourself that you desire a life where you choose how things work and where you choose yourself first. 8 of Cups is shifting yourself in the right direction, where you will have that 9 of Cups wish fulfillment energy. And so you're going through a period of your life right now, Pisces, where you're in transition of who you used to be and the way that you view the world. And in the process of going through all these shifts and changes, you have and will continue to walk away from any situation that holds you back. And that's why your current situation is the 3 of Wands. I see you searching for a new location, a new job, a new relationship, a new diet, a new lifestyle. And a lot of you are ready to make this shift. This shift is something you've been really looking at for a while. A lot of manifestation of a new beginning, of a new ideal, of a new life is on the horizon for so many of you. But I want to look into it a little bit further and see what Spirit has to say about this Three of Wands, because there's this outlook on life where you're ready to make a change, a shift, go in a new direction. So Spirit, what is this Three of Wands about? The Hierophant, your higher calling, your highest self, your highest timeline. You're choosing to connect deeper with your spiritual self. You have unlocked a lot of keys about life, how you want to live your life, how you want to interact with others. Some of you are really making big shifts as far as like, what is my life's purpose? On this card, it has ritual, ceremony, tradition, structure, knowledge, wisdom, teacher. The Hierophant is a very encompassing card, but it also reminds me of the clam that we pulled earlier of wisdom. And so the wise choice right now is to continue to dive deep into the wisdom of the earth, of the universe, of the higher, highest self, of the higher good of humanity. And a lot of you are looking at, how can I contribute to the world? How can I contribute to society? What is it that I'm here to do? I see you just really looking at your destiny, not letting your life be fated. That Six of Swords came up in yesterday's video that we posted, or I think it was 2 days ago, on just getting to a new place in your life, literally moving, literally having a shift of purpose, of focus, of who you are. A lot of literal moving too. Okay, so your challenge here is the Knight of Swords. So you might feel right now that your life is a bit stagnant if the fastest knight in the deck is in the challenge position of the reading. That lets me know you might feel as though life has been somewhat at a standstill, that you're not making any forward progress, that you don't really know if you're achieving the goals you have set in front of you. But just understand, this period of time for you to keep going, right? Spirit said, keep going. And this deck here, even when you have felt that your heels were in the mud and that you couldn't get anywhere, you were learning valuable lessons of how you were, you're supposed to take the next step or redo something or start again. So don't look at this slowed down, version of time in your life as a negative. Look at it as a positive, because it taught you how to move forward with your life. And your strengths, you are the star. You bring with you this altruism, this faith, this desire to believe in the betterment of yourself and others. You hold this light so deeply right now, Pisces. In a world of darkness, you shine so bright. And you have been through so much, where a lot of people would have lost their hope, where a lot of people would have lost their faith. You have kept your head up. You have believed beyond a shadow of a doubt that things would get better. You have believed in yourself, in humanity. You have believed in healing of your heart and others. And you've gone through a lot of shadow work to get to this place. You're also here, Pisces, to share those gifts. These lessons that you've been going through, they were not just for you. They were so that you could also help the collective, as we start to see more and more people go through collective tower moments, big changes, economic shifts. You have been strategically placed for a while to be the light for other people. And it didn't come easily. That's why Spirit said keep going. All the wisdom you've learned. Be open to, what is unfolding in your life, although you can't really see what's coming next. You have the Fool. To clarify the star, it's like this induction, this initiation is leading you to a new life, a new purpose, a newfound belief that you can achieve more than you probably ever thought you could. Your ideals and your ideas for your life have really changed, Pisces. Like, I know for myself, I've gone through really deep restructuring of who I thought I was going to be and who I actually am today. But with all the things that are going on in the world, for a lot of Pisces, it just makes sense that you've been put in these places and in these situations and within these karmic families to heal that line. You have been learning how to heal yourself for so long to help the collective heal through the burdens that we're experiencing now. Where you have the area of focus is the Ace of Cups. This is about self-love. This is about treating yourself right, being in proper union, doing what serves you. This particular card says relationships, beginnings, love. Some of you will be starting new relationships. This Libra South Node, eclipse energy we just went through recently in April, March and April, it restructured a lot of relationships. It restructured a lot of friendships. And it also restructured the way that a lot of us view what matters to us, our values, how we look at ourselves with that Aries energy also going on with these eclipses. I see you looking at your life differently. You see the truth of your soul, and you only want the people and the places, the things that will fill this cup to continue with you. There's a purity about you, a lightness about you. And that cup in her hand, I feel like she will offer it to others as well as you begin to share more about your journey. But in the near future, Pisces, I will say there is going to be some sorrow, some loss, and you're going to be going through a grieving process. I feel that many of us are actually grieving the old versions of ourselves, the old life, all of the things that came with that. Family, friends, jobs, homes, businesses. The list goes on and on. This process of ascending in the near future will come with some sense of loss. So try to remember when the going gets tough and when you see the relationships that needed to end, that you've been having issues with, or situations in your life that you've been trying to put away, that you haven't conquered. When you start to see that there's a change, a movement, some people might be extracted or removed, or whatever you want to call it. There can be losses, even as we are getting to a better place in our life. And we have to understand that this is just a part of the process. This is just a part of how we elevate, how we ascend. There are still tears and losses. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more about this Five of Cups. Any messages? Ten of Swords. It's gonna be a final ending for so many different things in your life. But big chapters, Pisces, that have been waiting to close. This is like the final countdown. This is the end of the karma. This is the end of the contracts. You have fulfilled so many contracts. Spirit says, job well done. It's time to move forward from this. And the sorrow and the tears, yes, you can be emotional and you can have these feelings. But Ten of Wands, these burdens were holding you back from your truth and from your freedom, from your happiness. We get caught up in this familiar hell, that an unfamiliar heaven seems so far away that we don't even know how to call it in. Let go of the past. The things that you grieve were things that actually were holding you back energetically, if not physically or, emotionally. They could have been keeping your money hostage, your love hostage, your ability to ascend to a better state of mind. They could have prevented you from elevating at a job or, getting that new home. There was something about connections and relationships that you've also had to let go of recently, Pisces, or deal with loss or deal with grief. But there was closure that was to come of those situations. And it's like, okay, Spirit's saying the contract is over. You walk into this new place. That Fool card energy. Recent past, I love to see it because Pisces gets this card upright all the time. The Eight of Swords is in the reverse. When upright, this is about anxiety, feeling trapped, not feeling like you have the freedom, self-sabotage. A lot of anxiety though, a lot of anxiety. Pisces, you push through it. You push past it. It's still there, but it's kind of in the background. In the recent past, you started to look at what life would be like without this extra issue always on your head, or you were like, you know what? I don't exactly know where I'm going. I don't exactly know how this is all going to work out, but I believe that it is. So I'm going to push even though I don't understand it. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands, which is victory. So you saw yourself succeeding in spite of the issues here. You said, I'm not going to let my mind hold me back. And you chose for yourself to elevate in spite of the anxieties, in spite of the issues. You did not let that hold you hostage anymore. And a lot of you might be fighting through that right now, but today I felt like I fought through it. You might want to keep like a little diary of days where you fight through anxiety. So today, like, I woke up and I had a lot of things that were on my mind. Mail I had to go through, phone calls I needed to make, and I did them. And I was like, oh, that was easy. Okay, I don't have to just, freeze every time life gets me down. Just make the phone call, do the work, shred the papers, take the trash out, like whatever the case is, for you. Your advice from Spirit is very straightforward. Spirit is like, you have to let the end of this period go so that the new you can be birthed. This card says transformation, new beginnings, endings, change. Okay? You can't have that new beginning, Pisces, if you don't let go of the old versions of yourself. You can't have the new you when you're holding on to the old versions of what you used to be. As you ascend into this new identity, I think a lot of what has happened has been you've manifested this new reality. And in order for you to actually be able to fit into this new reality, the old reality that was not able to make this shift with you, because I do think some things shifted with you, but that old reality had to be let go of. And although we are getting what we desire, what we manifested, were we ready for the fall away? It's hard, but that's the laws of the universe, there's always give and take. You're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for a fresh start, a new spark, joy again, happiness, laughter, fun. Tell me more, Spirit, about this Death card. Yes, like we said with the Ace of Cups, you're ready to fill your cup. You're ready to shine your light. You're ready to do for you. You're ready to hold your head high and feel emotionally secure. And in order for you to get there, you have to allow, on the bottom of the deck, the Magician, the manifestations that you called into this life. A lot of you, I'm seeing this green she's wearing. A lot of you have been manifesting new beginnings with your finances. And as you do this, and as you hone in on your magical skills, your magical manifestations, your rituals, you do often have to lose, transform, outgrow, reestablish things in your life that don't fit the manifestation. So don't get so caught up in the losses. Again, like we said here with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, those were things that were actually holding you back. Although energetically you may have been very attached to these situations, these are to free you. And your environment, something beautiful, something wonderful actually, is getting ready to make its way towards you. You have this 8 of Wands to the Knight of Cups. This is good news coming your way. And I feel like after you go through this fiery, it almost feels like a tower. This message is very much so like you ascended and you understood and then you got hit upside the head. This is good news. Could be a love offer, could be a job, could be, hey, I see the work you're doing, I'd like to invest in you, like something like that. But some kind of offer, some type of acknowledgement, some type of you look beautiful, some type of here, I've got some money for you. Something that the universe is preparing for you is coming in very soon. And it's going to make up for all the losses, all the sadness, all the disappointment that you've been going through. So just keep an eye out. This is like Spirit saying, I know a lot has been going on, but if you just hold on a little while, there is something beautiful heading its way towards you. Like I just heard the song Message in a Bottle. I believe it's by a group called The Police. I could be wrong. Spirit is having me look at these again. Yes, there you go. So be open. There's this mysterious energy that's trying to come in because of your ability to just walk forward during this time where you don't really know where you're going. Your image, who you are. It has a lot to do with you being recognized. Someone sees what you're doing. Someone sees the growth. Someone sees the creativity, the talents, the work that you're putting into yourself, the teacher that you're becoming, the healer that you are, this leap of faith, that wants to come in. Your hopes and fears, you have the King of Cups in reverse. So you're just worried about all of the things that you have worked so hard to build up on an emotional level. Very strong, right? There's a very strong foundation of emotional intelligence with the King of Cups. You're worried about losing it. And this is just fear. Truly, Pisces, this is your energy. This is the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio card, the King of Cups. This is you not trusting yourself that all will be well, that you will be taken care of. Do you see how this king is robed in these beautiful colors and all of the wonderful magnificence around him? You see that little fish right there, Pisces? That's you. There is so much stability that is here. Although this is not the King of Pentacles, you're worried about like, where's the stability? Will I be able to, still be happy? Will I be taken care of? You will. Trust yourself a bit more and don't be so fear focused is what I want to say. When I see that King of Cups in reverse, that fear is because you're so used to being disappointed. You're so used to things falling apart. You don't even know how to accept these manifestations that are coming in because there is so much back and forth. Things aren't moving very quick. You are still in the process of making a transition or change. You just got past the anxiety or you're working through that. So there is a lot that's building up. But tell me a little bit more about this King of Cups in reverse. It's a fear that I feel is not warranted, Pisces. Yeah. Your spirit guides with the Two of Wands want you to just say, I believe that my future is secured. I'm walking towards my new beginning. This has plans, partnership, influence. So many of you will be an influencer, or you'll be influential, I should say, to so many. You'll be a guide, you'll be a helper, a teacher. But also I hear Spirit saying, if you don't know if your livelihood is going to be so secure and you are worried about, your emotional well-being being knocked off, your mental health being challenged, make sure that you have a proper plan. Make sure that you're not just living in delusion, because Pisces, I'm a Pisces too, okay? Don't get me wrong. Pisces, rising Pisces moon over here and a Cancer sun. So I'm very watery. I know that we can often get lost in trying to escape life and get away from these feelings and moving out of the energy that will be emotionally well. We don't believe that we can always attain that. But Spirit says have a proper plan, have a proper strategy. Utilize your free time to, dream up the ideas and set forth the goals that you have for how you want to attain a happier future. What is your Ace of Cups? What does that look like? Okay, let me show you this. If your goal is to walk into an area of your life where you walk right into this happiness, this peace, this tranquility, this abundance in your life of truly being emotionally well and feeling emotionally, in a good place as far as where love is concerned, love for yourself is concerned, your day to day, you have to make sure that you're not just wishing and hoping and trying to manifest a new reality, but not also put the work in. So take the first step. And your potential outcome is a beautiful, strong energy of the King of Swords. This is you stepping into your true power, and this is definitely you stepping up as a teacher of some sort. The King of Swords is here to exude, the card says, power, ambition, and influence. So you are about to walk into a room full of people, or be behind a screen, or helping behind a desk, or being literally the teacher in the classroom, on the stage, the mentor, the guru, the professor, the doctor, the lawyer, the healer, the shaman, the orator. And you are about to walk into this so well. I shouldn't say well. So the words are hard to come through, but you're going to just walk into this energy very well prepared. That's how I would say it. The process of you going through all of this is because one day, and this is a very future forward card. If you can keep up the work, Pisces, you will be this strong tower, this strong teacher who will have learned that stepping into their spiritual calling and being who they were meant to be is the way that you're going to reach the most success, power, and influence in your life. The persona is one of a skilled master teacher. Wow. Again, persona, keep going. Wisdom, be open. Whew, a lot of that wisdom that you're gaining from all of this drama that you're going through, you are going to utilize that information to help so many other people. I'm excited for you, Pisces. I'm excited to see who this is that sees what you're doing, who wants to invest or talk to you. And I'm also very excited because if you stick with your guns, you're going to be a very powerful person who has a lot of light to shine and to give. And you will live out a life that feels abundant, that feels blessed, that also is in alignment with what it is that you desire. And you're not just living this lackluster life, working this 9-to-5 job that you hate. You are meant for more, Pisces. You are meant to touch and impact the lives of so many around you simply through you being an example and you being a guide and a teacher and a bright light. You are the star. And this is your time to step forward. So, wow, that was beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the sun. You're walking into a brand new future. A life where your light shines brighter than the sun. And like this says, this is light, life, energy. You are going to bring all of that with you. In the years to come, I just see you becoming such a beautiful light to so many others, shining so bright for others to just follow and be like, just someone who other people emulate to be like. And they will look at you and you will just be like, I am just following my higher calling. I have stepped in to my 5D self. I'm living my life through my purpose. And I'm living my purpose through my life. Ooh. Wow, Pisces. Wow. I have to leave that there. But with all that being said, I think this message, I could go on and on and on, but you guys understand the message is very clear here that this is a powerful time of ascension for you. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Have a plan though. Be structured, because we don't want to get lost in the glory of our manifestation and just lose ourselves to our anxiety and our mind, right? Don't worry about the pace at which things are going, because it is working out in your favor. There is someone who is looking at you, who wants to make an offer or communicate with you. So look out for a message in the next couple of days. If you've already received that message, please let me know if it resonated in the comments. And I'll see you again very soon, Pisces. I hope you're doing well. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to support the channel. Also to let me know if any of this resonated with you. And I look forward to seeing and talking to you again very soon. All right. Bye, Pisces. Bye.